Look, today's roast battle is a comedy war so intense it's going to shake the house. We have two contestants today, Baby Trump and Baby Biden, and I, Baby Odanil, will be your host. This is all about fun. The rules are simple. Bring out your best humor, but with love and respect. Let's get started. Trump, are you ready?
I'm ready. My roasts are going to hit so hard, Biden's going to need an ice pack for his ego. Ready, Joe?
You're ready, but your jokes sound like you've been practicing with a farmyard comedian. Let's see, Trump, let's see.
All right, I see the fire starting. Okay, Trump, go ahead and start with your first roast.
Joe, if you wrote another term paper, people might think you're not a president, but the school principal. Seriously, Joe, your jokes sound like you've been practicing with kids' toys every day. And if I ever saw you alone, I'd think you were a grandpa's student.
Oh, wow, Trump, you just set the place on fire. Joe, are you ready?
Trump, your jokes sound like you've been stuck in school for 10 years. Seriously, your hairstyle is as outdated as your jokes. The way you talk, it feels like you're coming back from the moon. And from that moon, you definitely came from the previous century.
Oh, wow, Joe, you just gave Trump a time machine. Okay, enough. I'm here to moderate, not to join the fight. Guys, let's take a breath. No more grandpa jokes. Let's get back to the love. Remember, this is a roast, not a wrestling match.
Fine. I'll stop roasting him for being too old, but it's hard when he acts like a walking library.
Trump, if you act any more like a politician, you're going to end up with a permanent campaign speech.
Fine. I'll stop roasting him for being too old, but it's hard when he acts like a walking library.
Trump, you think your jokes are brilliant? The way you talk, it sounds like you just learned haiku 2 days ago.
Awesome, that was an incredible roast battle. But remember, no matter how big the roasts, our love for each other stays strong.
Joe, you talk so much. You look at Google more than you make people laugh. Seriously, Joe, you think you're so wise, but you don't need to read that much to be this confused. And if you're so smart, why does your hairstyle look like a disaster from a school yearbook?
Trump, you say I Google stuff? You steal comments from YouTube for everything I say. But this is your situation. You're looking at your own book cover, praising yourself. I just decorate it with a famous library, with your perfect classy look.
As serious as this looks, this is a fun roasting session. You two are great friends, and you can have this kind of fun together. And honestly, this is our shining moment. So let's give it a few moments. Keep it playful. Let's keep the laughter going.
Joe, you know a lot of things, but if you knew more, you'd make better decisions. You follow a method that after Googling how to not lose, you still can't find the right direction.
Trump, behind all this big talk, you've got some secret plans. And at the end of this, what you say will be something huge, I'm sure of that. But I also know how to have fun. When you look at me, your hairstyling might just be a fashion event for some.
This has been an awesome roast battle, but remember, no matter how big the roasts, the laughter and friendship between us is the real winner here. Well, this was an incredible roast battle. The best part today, the humor between these two. They roasted each other and in the process built a strong friendship. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And remember, there's nothing wrong with laughing while thinking.
Well said, Odanil. I'm proud again because the roast was good, but the laughs were even better.
Exactly. Before we start another roast, understand this. In this battle, everyone wins because we're all laughing.
All right, let's get a bit serious now. Today's topic will be, if you go back to Earth, what will your first priority be? A big roast or the love of people?
In my opinion, I want to make Earth a better place, but that depends on who understands me. Sometimes I feel like the ones I trust are the ones who are wrong.
Trump, when you talk about Earth, it feels like you're always making a business plan, but I think we should focus on building love and good relationships with people, because just having big plans isn't enough.
Joe, you're talking about relationships, but if Earth were really a company, I'd want to be the CEO, and you'd be the VP. But even as VP, you'd make the wrong decisions because you're in the wrong place.
You want to be the CEO? Man, you can't even manage your own accounts. How could you be CEO?
Joe, you don't know what I'm doing every day. I'm so big and important. But if I make a mistake, I admit it. That's what makes me stronger.
Today's roast battle is over, but remember, no matter how much roasting we do, a smile, a little love makes everything worthwhile.
Joe, your insults are funny, but your smile is what makes it the best.
Trump, when you roast, you turn into a big kid.
Okay. Today's humorous discussion was all about having fun, but remember, this was just a fun roast battle.
Joe, I admit you're a roaster that should never be underestimated, but I challenge you for the next episode, a comedy rap battle.
Trump, you want to rap? If you try rapping, it's going to turn into a huge dad joke.
Wow, now you two can't even decide what to say. This was a roast, but the next one's coming soon. But what a great way to end with so much humor. Today's roast battle was truly unforgettable.
Joe, today was fun, but next time I won't show you any respect. You'll challenge me again, and I'll roast you so hard you won't be able to remember a thing.
Trump, when you say something, you remind the world how a joke can turn you into a legend.
Before we wrap up, I just want to say one thing. Never roast each other without a lot of love, but always hold on to these relationships. Today was all about laughter, and it was absolutely fantastic.
Joe, because of your laughs and roasts, today's episode was unforgettable. But next time, I'm going to challenge you again. We'll compete on who can tell better jokes, so get ready.
Trump, whenever you challenge me, I'm ready. But remember, my jokes are going to be a lot more interesting than yours.
All right, then we'll see how a roast and humor will entertain us even more in the next episode. This has been an amazing time. Thanks to everyone. Stay healthy with laughter and never disrespect each other.